What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the One Leg Loser podcast. I'm your boy Bear Down Rick, alongside my co-host Jay, the producer. We want to welcome you guys to our weekly episode. As we know, football is winding down. It's ending. It's coming to an end for the season. But guess what? We're not coming to an end. We're going to continue. We're going to bring you guys content. We're going to bring you guys stories. So whatever we're talking about, if you like, comment, subscribe, give opinions. Let us know what you want us to talk about, what you want to hear our opinions on. But yeah, that's what we're here today. We're going to talk a little bit about football. Next week, we're going to be talking more about the Super Bowl because, again, it's already here. But this week, we want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the NFL and maybe just talk to you a little bit about crazy stuff that's going on in the news and go from there. But Jay, what's going on, man? How you been? How's your week going?
I'm chilling, baby. I'm chilling, baby. It's finally Friday. One of my favorite parts of the week. We get to kick it on the podcast and give the people what they're looking for. It's a little bit of a down kind of week, man. We've had football for so many weeks in a row, like Mondays and Thursdays and Saturdays and Sundays, and man, I just love football. And it's unfortunate it's coming down to an end here. But yeah, like Rick said, we don't want to miss a week. We want to stay in tune, stay consistent, and see what happens. Next week is definitely gonna be more exciting. It's a Super Bowl. You gotta go crazy, right? You can't just do Seattle -4.5. No, we gotta hit the coin toss. We gotta hit the national anthem props. We gotta hit the Gatorade props, man. We got next week we'll go through a list of props that we might take, we're considering taking, and shit like that. Just build something fun for Super Bowl, and we'll also give you serious props and serious game analysis like we've always done. But yeah, man, you ready to rock? Let's ready to get to the first topic today.
Let's get into what we got going on this week, guys.
Let's go. So we want to keep you guys updated, obviously on the coaching hires and firees and this and that. But the only one we have Mike McCarthy to the Steelers. And we talked about that one last week, no?
Did we? I don't think we did. I think he got hired. I think he got hired.
Yeah. What are your opinions on Mike McCarthy here? I know he's a Super Bowl winning coach, but that's really out. I mean, I don't want to say that's really the only thing he's done, but he's done it once in his career, right? And the thing that bothers me, right, it's like he's had Aaron Rodgers in his absolute best. He had Brett Favre for a nice stretch.
Yeah.
I think he coached Jordan Love a little bit.
I think at the back end he had Dak Prescott too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then he had Dak Prescott. Like it's not like he hasn't had quarterbacks, right? And he's supposed to be this quarterback coach, and he's supposed to elevate quarterbacks. I mean, listen, man. Aaron Rodgers didn't need much elevating. That guy looked like he was gonna be. Well, he didn't look like he was gonna be a beast, but once he showed his talent, it's like Mike McCarthy can't take credit for that. He didn't build Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? But my point is, like, he's had all these great quarterbacks, and in this league, you need a great quarterbacks like these, and he's only won once. So, like, why is he quote unquote such a great coach, and why would Pittsburgh out of all teams? Because he might be there for the next 40 years. You know how Pittsburgh operates, So I don't know. What are your thoughts on this Mike McCarthy hire to the Pittsburgh Steelers? Before you go, it completely changes their identity, right? They've been tough, hard-nosed defense. Now it's gonna be what? More offensive? I don't know, man. Let me know.
Well, listen, man. I think this year's been one of the worst. I don't want to say the worst years of coaching candidates. It's been a very. You don't have the hot name right now. I mean, listen, the only name that you would probably out of that list that would say is very desirable. I mean, let's be honest. Harbaugh. Harbaugh was the name that everybody.
Yeah, of course. There's no Ben Johnson. There's no Mike McDaniels. There's no like hot.
Well, there's no McVay. There's no McVay coming out. There's no McVay coming out. There's no Shanahan.
Kubiak is a big name that might get a lot of recognition.
Well, Kubiak might be going to the Raiders, which we'll talk a little bit. I've been reading reports that he might be heading to the Raiders. But no, I right. But hey, you just never know. Listen, man, the Raiders, man. Listen, they got themselves set up. This kid Fernandez is. I mean, listen, the kid looked great in the national championship. He looked great for the season
against the top something defense in Hurricanes. Listen, guys, we're not a we're on the college channel here, so I won't know. But
No, but
yeah,
yeah, Miami was a stout defense. They're gonna have a lot of players that are gonna hit the NFL draft, and they're gonna be first, second rounders, especially that front defensive line. But nevertheless, man, listen, the Raiders might got something cooking. I mean, listen, if this kid is who he is, he looks great. It looks like he knows how to play ball. Humble individual. He knows what to say. If the kid acts out, they got Genty in the backfield. You never know. But listen, going back on the topic of the coaching
and
staff.
another thing, they might listen. Whether you agree with the move or not, I think getting rid of not trading away a player of Max Crosby's caliber actually helps your team. Well, as long as you make the right choices with those draft picks, right? Because listen, you can get 4 first round draft picks for Max Crosby, but just have terrible drafts. So as long as you hit on those, listen, man, that could be a great move, and it's just gonna add to the salary cap. It's gonna get them younger. It's gonna, oh man, you're actually kind of right. But if Mendoza hits, if Mendoza's not the dude, that sets you back 6 years, man. Trust me, I know.
It all starts with the head coach and the quarterback. If you can get those two things in line, the rest of the stuff will start to figure itself out, right? Yeah. But going back to the head coaching staff and my thoughts of this year, yeah, it's just there wasn't a hot name outside of Harbaugh, which was, again, Harbaugh wasn't expected. Again, you would have thought if we would have put some bets on in the beginning of the year where we're going to say Mike Tomlin's going to be leaving the Steelers and Harbaugh's going to be out of the Ravens, you probably would have called us crazy or said, nah, man, you nuts. Like, these guys are staple head coaches with their franchises. But yeah, so outside of that name, nothing really kind of like, again, you don't know who these guys turn into. You don't know what Hafler turns in with you guys. You don't know what Minter turns in. You know who Stefanski is. Listen, Salah's going to get a second. Or is this his second or third chance as a head coach?
This will be a solid second chance.
Second, because he did the Jets. Now he's got
Jets, yeah.
You got Brady in Buffalo, and then you got Monken in Cleveland, which I don't know if you saw that interaction with Shador. I don't know if you saw that at all, but
I think he was like, "Oh, we wanted the whole time."
We were like, "Come on, man, don't give me that BS.
Don't give me that crap, man."
Listen, but back on to McCarthy, right? I think McCarthy, if you think about it, kind of makes sense for them. McCarthy is a Pittsburgh kid. He's from Pittsburgh. I don't know if you saw a little bit of his press conference. He got pretty emotional because he's like, "I'm back home."
I'm from Miami. Can I coach the Dolphins? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, but hold on. But you're not an NFL coach. I mean, McCarthy, yes. Again, has he lived up to the standards? Like you laid out a lot of good points. I mean, he had Aaron Rodgers in his prime. He had a little bit of Brett Favre. He had Dak, and there was really not a lot of success, right? And one Super Bowl. So yeah, you made those great points, but again, going back to the whole point is there's not a lot out there. There's not a lot of options that you can say that are going to make sense. So I think they just said, "Hey, we're going to take McCarthy because he's out there right now. The storyline looks good, and let's see what happens." But listen, they don't. I mean, is Rodgers coming back? That's the question. Is he going to come and play for McCarthy?
Well, no, he's going now. He's going to the Dolphins because we hired Nathaniel Hackett for our QB coach. So I guess, and now it's not rumors, but like, fans are on Twitter talking shit, like saying, "Oh, now Rodgers is going to come here, and now we're going to be."
That would be so Miami. That would be so
Miami, bro. That would be so Miami.
Hey, you want to come retire? Just come to Miami. Let's just come down here and play. We'll give you all this money and play 1 year. And
that would be so Miami, man. Oh my God, I can see it now, bro. I can see it now.
Do the Jay Cutler experience.
But then I'll become the biggest Aaron Rodgers fan. You know how all year I've been shitting on him. Then I'll be the biggest Rodgers fan.
You're gonna be wearing a 23 jersey. You're gonna be wearing a jersey.
Shit, that would be hilarious, bro.
No, you're gonna come on.
Go ahead.
You're gonna come on the podcast like, "Hey, man, I actually did a little bit of research on the ayahuasca stuff, and it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good for you." And I think he's kind of opened his mind a little bit. You would have
That's
literally
funny.
just you
That's
would have went
funny.
the whole way around.
Bro, you know me so well, but honestly, that probably would be me. That would be me all fucking day, but that would be so fucking
I'm research.
hilarious.
I did some research, and it's
Oh
actually not
man.
that bad for you. But
It actually has like healing powers. Like you get younger and shit.
oh man, you would have went down that rabbit hole so hard. But
That would have
listen,
been stupid as fuck. Hey, real quick before we move on. I know you highlighted the Mendoza and draft picks. Well, and then the players and not only that, right, bro? They're projected to have the second highest cap space in the league next year.
yeah,
Tennessee is 99 million at basically 100 million in
yeah,
cap space. So Tennessee, I mean, listen, but at the same time, you can have all the cap space in the world as long as you make it do what it do in the right way. But
for sure.
you can also screw it up. So, anyways, Vegas now they're projected to have 88 million. 88 million. They can
That's
literally
with
get
that.
any.
That is with Max Crosby
And that's
on the.
with Max on the team.
Hey man,
Telling you, man, they damn that shit
remember
could
it can
get
go.
crazy over
Remember
there.
it's quick. The NFL, the beauty
Yeah,
of the
NFL,
NFL
yeah.
is you can go from first to last. I mean, from last to first in a year. You could. I mean, listen, the Bears proved it. The Washington Commanders proved it the year before. The Texans proved it the year before. Where it's like you just don't know. You can't tell a team is trash until you play that season. You don't
Yeah.
know what's going to end up happening. So yeah, man. Listen, they have. Listen, you got Tom Brady. The name he's out there. A player's going to want to come play for Tom. And not play for Tom, but you know what I mean. He's part owner. I get to be around Tom Brady, Mendoza. You got
Yep.
Jetty in the
Nah,
backfield. Again, I'm not
nah. Got
selling you the Raiders.
Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers, one of the best tight ends in the league. So
Yeah,
it might be
yeah,
interesting. So just real quick, I want to go down. I'm gonna give you the top 10 teams here with the most, starting with the most salary cap. So we talked about the Titans at 100
yeah.
mil, Vegas 88 million. The Los Angeles Chargers, man, made it to the playoffs last year. They're projected third with 88 million. They can make some noise. Now the Jets are the Jets. They're fourth here, but they always find a stink up the joint. This is a doozy. You got the Seattle Seahawks with the fifth most salary cap next year at 75 million, and they're about to win the Super Bowl.
Wow.
How crazy is that? And I believe next year is it Seattle? There's a team out there, freak man. Anyways, but listen, that's insane, right? You got all these great players, and you can just it's gonna be
And listen,
something nasty over there.
the beauty of it is that you don't have to spend it all, right? I don't think you have to
Yeah,
spend it all.
facts. No facts.
So again, they got a young defensive line in Seattle. Listen, man, Seattle's. I mean, listen,
You never know.
they're going to be around, potentially for the next couple of years, making that noise, And
Yeah.
who
So
rounds
yeah,
out
man. So what the heck?
who rounds out the list?
Oh no, bro. I got this ass shit blocking my computer.
Got the spam. He's got that.
Yeah, I got spam going on. All
He's
right.
got the
So I
blue
know.
screen.
So then we go to the Commanders at 67 million, Cincinnati at 54, the Rams at 46. That's Tua's next team. Tua's going to the Rams. You heard it here first. Pittsburgh at 44, Arizona at 35. So the bottom, now that's the top 10. The bottom 10, you got KC with the very, very worst, negative 57 million. Oof, good luck to them. New Orleans at 41, Minnesota at 40, Dallas at 31, Miami at 23. That is going to improve, folks. Don't worry. Dead cap money from Tua is not going to affect the salary cap. Listen, we're gonna get rid of Tyreek Hill post June. That's gonna save us money. We're gonna get rid of oh my gosh, I'm blanking here. Austin Davis, he's gone. That's money there. We're going to trade Batty Chubb. He's going inside there. There's a lot of moves here that make a lot of sense. We're going to be okay. We're not going to be competitive next year, but you never know. But as far as salary cap, it's going to be tight.
Well, I think you can say that. I think you can say that for most teams because right now you're kind of where you are, but these teams now they move money. I mean, and nobody is better at that than the Eagles.
But I'm done with the let's find ways to move money here and put money there and then look, this is where we at now. Chris Greer opened up this big ass window for us, and then we just crashed and burned, and now we're in salary cap hell. I mean,
Yeah.
I know there's moves to make, but
But let me ask you a question. When you
I'm
were in
done with
that,
that,
when
man.
you were in,
That's why I love Halfley with his mentality, and Sully. That's what he wants to be called, the GM.
Sully.
I love their mentality, right? You draft, you keep your own. They move, you move on. You draft, you keep your own. You move on.
But let me ask you a
That's
question.
got to
When you
be
were
the.
in,
That's got to be the move.
I get it. But when you were in the midst of the whole Greer high flying offense, you weren't saying, "Oh, the salary cap and yeah, but you
Of
boo,
course,
you were like,
of course. And
yeah,
listen,
I don't care.
and I wouldn't be saying it if we won the chip, right? And we won the chip, and then like a few years later, we're like in salary cap hell again. I wouldn't be saying that,
Yeah.
but it didn't work. It didn't work, and we've always won the free agency every single year. Dominican Sue, bro, the list it's a crazy list. And I mean, we about to compete. We about to compete. This and that. And then look what ends up happening. Nothing. You don't get the. We can't even tank right, bro. We got the wrong quarterback. Now, granted, I said when we got him, bro, that's the best quarterback ever. My dog is named Tua. I love the pick. But after 6 years, clearly he wasn't the pick, or injuries derailed his career. I don't know. Point is,
Probably
look where we
that's the
at here.
point. Yeah.
Point is, look where we at here. Anyways, moving on. We got Cleveland at 19, Chicago at 10. That's very easy. You can cut a few players here and there. And then you got Buffalo at 10. That'll be fine. But that's the salary cap. But yeah, man, listen, the Raiders might not be a bad
Hey, that might
team
be
showing.
that
So
might
we'll
be a
see.
little sneaker of put a little money on Las Vegas, man, to win something. I'm not saying win the chip,
Facts.
but get into the playoffs, maybe win their division. You never
You
know.
never know. You never know. You never know. All right, so we also have Todd Munkin. He got signed by the Browns after the Browns bypassed Jim Shorts. I don't know if you heard that story.
Yeah.
He was all pissed off. He threw a little temper tantrum and he stormed out or some shit. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. He said his goodbyes.
He's
Come
always
on, man.
pissed. That guy Schwartz, man. Remember when
Bro,
he was
he was so mad.
remember when he was the Lions head coach, man? That guy always looked mad and upset,
Yeah,
man.
yo, he was hot, man. He was hot. Anyways, and they bypassed him, so he won't be with the Browns anymore. And then got this Munkin guy. Honestly, guys, I don't know much about the guy. I just know Cleveland sucks as a whole. The way they ran, the team, the quarterback. I don't know, whatever. Don't hate. Quarterback sucks. The only bright pieces they got there is Myles Garrett and the running back, who unfortunately got hurt. So let's see how long it's gonna take him to get back on track.
Yeah.
But that team sucks overall, man. That's bottom feeders, man.
It just shows you, like, again, going back to the conversation of how organizations are run, and I can't say much, we can't talk much, but it just shows you when just the right people are not there, when just the vision is not there, when there isn't cohesion, when there isn't a plan, it looks messy, man. It looks messed up, and it's messed up for the Browns fans and for arguably maybe the greatest defensive player ever. I mean, you could, his story's not done yet, but he's going to be one of the greatest. You're talking like the LTs, the Aaron Donalds, these guys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just a guy that's just going to be there, and that's just going to be a storyline. But yeah, that's what it is, man. But no, yeah. And then the Cardinals, who knows who the hell is going to be the coach for the Cardinals next year?
Man,
you want a job? What's that?
I'll take it.
You want to go out to Arizona for a couple of years?
I have Jacoby Brissett singing that shit left and right.
You playing Madden ball? Just say, man, listen, we're gonna run some Madden plays, and we'll get it right.
I'm very conservative when it comes to Madden, bro. Like I'm like, bro, who am I? When it comes to coaching.
You're not these new guys. You're not these new guys.
No, I ain't these new dudes, man. I'm like John Madden, bro. Like literally, like, I just run, play defense, run, play defense, and then I'll play action that shit. I'm slow. I'm gonna beat you 20 to 10. Like it's gonna be slow. I'm gonna play defense. Yeah, that's me, bro. That's me.
Jose
my whole Madden career.
Jose wants the 1970 Dolphins. He wants to play
that. Bro. Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Hopefully, Halfley brings that shit to me, man. Like, hopefully, we'll see. But that's me. That's me. That's me. And when it comes to Madden. All right. So sticking on coaches. To the greatest coach to ever do it. But somehow.
Whoa.
Come on, bro. Come on. What else I got to say?
Hey, but before we go on, before we start, that photo looks pretty creepy, dog. He looks like a guy's looking through a window, like looking at your family eating dinner, like, ugh.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
A creepy
But listen,
photo.
hey,
creepy.
You walk into an NFL room and you go like that, bro.
That's it.
That's it. You in, bro. You in. Don't even say a word. It. Come on, any person who doesn't know football, who doesn't know sports, bro. But let's say you're Wilson, my brother, right? He don't know nothing about sports, right? But the one thing he knows, when you win a championship, you get a ring. We tell him that, right? Let's just say we tell him that. Bill Belichick walks in. That guy, Michael Jordan, walks in. All right, well, he's got the same amount. But anyway, the bad comparison. But my point is, he's going to be like, yo, this guy's the best. I mean, right? I mean, wouldn't he say that? Wouldn't anyone say that?
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, you just should pull out the rings and be like, listen, man,
crazy,
this is it.
Crazy. So I don't know if you guys heard. Let me get into it real quick. Now I'll let you go. And then I don't know if you guys heard, Bill Belichick was snubbed, not chosen as a first ballot Hall of Fame coach. They said no. They said you're not worthy. All right. Not only does the picture show you, I mean, he a little creepy.
How many idiots was it again? How many idiots? Because I think it's a 50. It's 50. Let me look this up. Go continue. Go. I'm gonna find out how many.
I don't know how many it was. Yeah, look that up for me.
I'm gonna find out how many.
So let me go through his accolades right quick. Right. Bill Belichick here. 6 Super Bowl championships. The most in history. Right. 9 Super Bowl appearances, which he won 6. 17 AFC East titles. Now, you can say, yeah, but those teams in AFC suck. Granted, they do. But not only did they win the division, they also fucked around and won the Super Bowl every year. So that's crazy right there. You have he's always been coaching great defense. 3-time NFL player coach and 3-time NFL coach of the year. He was named to the NFL 100th anniversary all-time team as a coach. He got the most Super Bowl wins by any head coach in NFL history, and he got the most playoff wins by any head coach in NFL history. You're not worthy to be in the Hall of Fame on the first try.
On that note, to be inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame, candidates must receive at least 80% of the vote from the selection committee, which consists of 50 voters. In the recent voting process, and look at that, I didn't even Google this, Bill Belichick needed 40 votes to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, but he fell short, meaning he will have to wait at least until 2027 to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So
what? So he wouldn't even what?
He would need to wait until 2027.
Yeah, but you said first time, not that he
to be a first ballot. Well, that's what I'm just reading. What Google said here.
Don't make no sense.
But again, it's 50 voters. So again, 50 voters, so at least 80%. So you at least need 40 of them to make it. So that means 11. You could say idiots or whatever you want to call them didn't vote for Bill Belichick to get into the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
And then I think there's a story out there that is it Corsi? I think what's that guy that's always being like an advisor? Bill Polian. Mm-hmm. Bill Polian is a voter, and word around out there is that him and Bill don't go see eye to eye. And again, I think the relationship with Kraft, that it's not the greatest. Speculation that
has nothing to do with football.
But that's just the politics. That's what we're talking about, right? The politics of football and the idiocracy.
Fact. So it's great that you brought that up, right? I wanted to share a few things, right? So all right. So this is one of the reasons why I guess the man can't be a first-time Hall of Fame. Spygate. Now listen, Spygate was a serious deal, right? It was supposed to be like he's cheating the game. I mean, you're cheating,
Can I stop you right there?
Of course.
Stop you right there. Jimmy Johnson just came on the air. I don't know if you heard about it or you've seen it.
Michael Irvin said too.
Jimmy said everybody and their mother was doing it. And I think most of them made a great point. If you're going to hold Bill Belichick because of Spygate, you're going to have to take every Hall of Famer from those teams. Ty Law,
Brady.
Brady. Well, Brady's not in yet, right? He's not in yet. He can't.
Well, no, but
that means Brady can't be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He can't be in the first ballot because he was a part of those teams.
All them dudes, yeah.
You can't. McGinnis. You can't have McGinnis in there because McGinnis was a part of those teams.
That's a damn good point. That's a damn.
So you can't have Teddy Bruschi in there because Bruschi was a part of those teams. So I think that's just a weak point, a weak argument of Spygate or whatever, because Jimmy said, man, we all were trying to do it, but none of us can figure it out. So what are they talking about? If they were to go back and look at all these coaches, you'd be surprised. So, man, listen, cut me with that BS.
What about the fact that he was like, he didn't want to answer nothing in the press. I mean, you said politics, right? So he had no charm. He didn't have no like smiley. He was like cutthroat. Football. Next question. What do you got to say about that? I mean, because these voters apparently they got feelings, right? Apparently, some wasn't their feelings.
Is this a popularity contest? Am I here to be your friend?
Yeah.
Am I here to be your friend?
I got to be your buddy for you to get your vote.
No. Even though you put the most creepiest photo out there, but just look at his hands, bro.
Speaking of creepy,
just look at his hands.
Wasn't he in the massage part?
No, that's. Oh, speaking of that, it then Roger Kraft. If you want to talk about,
it was Roger Kraft.
If you want to talk about whatever.
Allegedly.
Well, no, that's not allegedly. I think he was there. They found him in there. He was in there. It's not like allegedly he was in there that they thought he was in there. He's in there. He was in there. So if you want to
say like Shaggy, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Yeah, that's not. If you're gonna hold people accountable, if this is a moral thing, then nobody could be in there because everybody's got their dirt. Everybody's done their wrong.
He said he was doing drugs on the field.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, funny enough, the guys from Up in Smoke is like, man, those dudes were smoking crack. They were doing this. And they're in the Hall of Fame. So listen, there's a murderer in the Hall of Fame. Well, hold on. Allegedly. Sorry. Can't say that. Man. Allegedly.
He got off, bro. If the glove don't fit, he must quit.
He must have quit. Got you. But allegedly murderers are in the NFL Hall of Fame. So come on, you're gonna tell me that this guy's not in there because he's not a nice guy. He wasn't friendly to the media.
This guy's picture, bro.
Yeah, dude. It looks really. Yeah. No, I think it fits the mold. It looks kind of. Remember, he's got a young girlfriend, so he fits the mold. Fits the mold.
What we laughing at him for? He got a young one. Hey, listen, bro. This has to be the YouTube the cover sheet. They're gonna be like, what the this is gonna be our show cover sheet for the week. It's gotta be. That's gonna be crazy.
Because, listen, man. Listen, and you could trickle that into the Pro Bowl from the voting of the NFL Hall of Fame to the Pro Bowl.
Bro,
you're naming Shedeur Sanders a Pro Bowler.
Jonah Savaianaya made the Pro Bowl.
Man, what are we doing?
He's a Dolphin, bro. He's my Dolphin. He's my left guard. The worst rated left guard in the league got a Pro Bowl spot. Come on, man. Stop it.
The reason why I don't like it, either do away with it or you can't use it as like a accolade. Because remember, you can't be like
10-time Pro Bowler.
On your accolade, 10-time Pro Bowler. So what you're telling me? So you're telling me right now, Shedeur Sanders, when you look at his Wikipedia page, they'll say one-time Pro Bowler or whatever, or Mitch Trubisky Pro Bowler. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing here?
People gonna be like, damn, the guy he made a Pro Bowl. Like,
what are we doing here? And I think it's just trickling down to sports are just becoming, I don't want to say watered down. Again, it's just not going in the right space, man. We just taking this like you said, either if you don't want to get rid of it, fine. If you want to have these popularity flag football games, but don't put it on their accolade. This is not like, you're a Pro Bowler. If you want to do like all American or all team, whatever. What you could do those. But if Pro Bowl is just like popularity stuff, then bro, just let it be its own thing. But we're not putting that on your on your resume, bro. That's not on the resume.
Tom Munkin is inheriting a Pro Bowl quarterback. He's got no excuses now.
Yeah,
Down
you
in
got a Pro
Cleveland,
Bowler. Oh, and he said
down
we
in
want to come,
Cleveland,
and he told them we wanted to draft you. We wanted to
you
draft
know,
you.
so down in Cleveland, they technically have a Pro Bowl quarterback. So listen, he should be in the playoffs in a few years now. He's gonna get fired.
Yeah,
We don't
listen,
even
man.
have a
It's
Pro Bowl
just
quarterback, and the Cleveland Browns do. Imagine that.
exactly right.
What a no.
Yeah. So listen, to beat this dead to put an end to this dead horse. It's stupid. This should be reevaluated. I know it is what it is, but man, it just leaves a
Now
sour taste.
I've heard about a lot of like people talking that these guys who voted against Bill or didn't vote for him should have their votes taken away from them. Now,
Yeah.
do you think it should go into that level? Like, because if it is personal, then you can't be on the voting panel, bro. If you're gonna be in your feelings, you can't. You got to be objective.
But see, but I need to understand. But hold on, before you say that, not to their defense, but just to have the argument for the sake. When you're on a jury, right, in the courtroom, the judge tells you have to, without a shadow of a doubt, like there should be, you can't convict somebody because if you have any doubt, it has to be without a reasonable doubt. The prosecution has to prove it without a reasonable doubt. Yeah, so I need to understand, and I don't know if they publicize this, what is the criteria that these voters have to abide by, or do they have to abide by anything, or is this their opinion? Like, so I don't know if we know those answers.
I guess,
but
I get it.
But I need to know that for me to make a decision of like how these guys are voting. I need to understand what are their parameters, if they have any, or do they just,
I mean,
whatever they want to do.
If you're allowed to vote on opinion, then all right, fuck it, anybody can vote, right? If it's your opinion at the end of the day. But all I'm saying is that you can't be voting on feelings, bro. If the guy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, first ballot, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. You can't go off of feelings. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm looking. I'm gonna do NFL Hall of Fame voters. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna look up something.
The NFL voters have a criteria.
Yeah, a criteria.
They have to do put that. That's just gonna be like, nah, they could be in their feelings all they want.
It's a credit score, not credit score.
Come on, man. We got time for you. This is not a tax show.
Yes. Oh, well, I'm just gonna read it verbatim here. Have criteria for induction. Selection. Let me see. How do fame vote?
Yo, guys out there, while Rick is doing this, don't forget, drop that like, hit that subscribe. Do y'all boys a favor, man. We've been running for 33 minutes here. I know one of y'all chuckle at least once. I know you chuckle at least once. Drop that like, man, please. Hit that subscribe. Hit that little ring bell so we come back for you every Friday night here. All right, Rick, what you got for us?
Blue Ribbon Committee, who's eligible? Listen, we're gonna have to. I'll come back to it because there's a lot. It seems like there's a little bit more complexity than just a yes or no answer. Looks like I'm gonna read through that.
Mm-hmm. All right, for sure. We'll come back next week and give you that little information if you're interested to begin with. I don't know. Say yo, Rick. In the comments, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. That's it. Just write it. Anyways, listen. All right, moving on to our last topic, but I'm pretty sure we'll take it elsewhere. Got Le'Veon Bell here, right? I don't know if you guys heard. Odell Beckham a few months back said that he couldn't afford his lifestyle, or he couldn't afford to live for $100 million. Most of us out there, the majority of us out there, we would make a fraction of what? A fraction of that? Like, I mean, I don't even know how to say it here. Anyways, how can you not survive in this world with $100 million, right? How is that possible?
So
it's impossible to live off $100 million.
Well, I think he used the wrong word there, first and foremost. That word impossible, should have never used words like that.
No, that's exactly what they meant, though.
Well, then I
Listen,
can't. I
listen,
can't.
listen, listen, listen. You Le'Veon Bell, bro. You retired what? 7 years ago, 8 years
Mm-hmm,
ago, some shit like that. Yes,
mm-hmm.
bro. You ain't Le'Veon Bell that's still making money. If you want to be out there throwing money in the clubs, doing this, popping bottles, buying all the most crazy shit in the life in your life, still, of course, it's gonna be impossible. It's gonna run out. You're not doing nothing. I don't see. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't work. I don't see him out there, involved in football still. I could be wrong. But anyways, man, I don't know, man. I make a cent. I make a cent of that a year. I'm not, and I have a pretty damn good life. So
Well,
I'm also not doing it.
I think what you did is you hit the nail on the head, right? So, well, first let's dissect it a little bit more, right? Let's get more in depth here. So, we all know that $100 million. Let's just give that figure that they make 100 million. They don't make $100 million because, as we all know, there is agent fees, there's taxes.
Yeah, but the funny
Uh,
thing about it, they didn't mention any of that, bro. Odell
well,
Beckham didn't mention that shit at one time.
again, I'm gonna give.
You muted. You muted. You muted. You muted. You muted. You're muted. Am I muted? Shit. I am muted. He's muted, bro. You muted, bro. You muted. You can't. You can't hear me. Oh my god. Why is there always something, bro? Why is there always something? Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
All right, now I got you.
okay, now you're back. I can hear you. Now you're
I didn't
back.
even
Now
do
you're back.
nothing.
I don't know if you lost me or you lost me. I don't know who lost who, but we
We
lost
back.
each
We
other.
back.
But
We
we're
back.
back. Let's break it down. So let's say they walk away with $30 million after everything is said and done.
Nah, bro. $30
I'll give them
million.
the benefit of the doubt.
Way more than that.
Yes. Well, let's say okay. Remember, Uncle Sam takes a big chunk of that. 50. What's the tax bracket? Probably 30 or 40% of the taxes
Mm-hmm.
go to taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you end up with 40 million bucks, right? I can understand just by the articles I've read and the stories I've heard from these players how family deceive you, they drain you. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that we as listen, let me finish that they go through these sometimes these horrible situations, but I think you hit the nail on the head. It depends the lifestyle that you're living, because examples: Gronkowski, uh, the Beast Mode, and a couple other guys that I've heard and they've mentioned. I did not touch a cent from my NFL paycheck.
Yeah. They
I
live off
live off of
endorsements,
my
and
endorsements.
shit. Yeah.
So I think what it is, it's regardless. Again, I'm trying to give him the benefit of like, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's not 100 million, but nevertheless, it's an amount of money that most people in their
Ain't no
lifetime will
getting,
never
bro.
see.
Ain't no
They,
getting. It ain't no getting, bro. That's the most dumbest comment I've ever heard, bro. Like,
it
stop it,
is.
bro. That is
It is.
ridiculous
It's
to even
idiotic.
say that shit, bro.
It's idiotic.
I don't care if he
But
made. I don't care from that $100 million. All he saw was a million, bro. Stupid ass comment.
mm,
Come on,
point
what you
said.
talking about right now, bro? You
Point
got
said.
$1 million, bro. You can easily invest that shit, flip that shit somehow, bro. Like, that's the dumbest comment ever.
But
Yes, of
again,
course, you don't live that lifestyle.
this is the point that I need to make, though, Jose. It also depends. It just yes, I agree with you. It's a dumb comment. Shouldn't have ever been made. You look stupid in the eyes of the public. But I think it goes deeper in the sense of these guys are not taught financial literacy. Most of them, and most of them don't know nothing to do with money.
That's still another excuse. That's another excuse. That
No,
is.
I'm not. Again, I'm not.
These
I'm
guys
not
have
going into the
managers.
excuse.
These guys have accountants that
Yeah, but the
that
accountants
advise
rob
them.
from the guys. They get robbed. So that's what I'm saying.
Oh
Like,
my God! One time that I mean, not one time, but like there's been.
no.
I mean, I know there's been several stories of accountants robbing, stealing. I get that.
Yeah.
Every single accountant, every single
No,
manager.
I think the point that you're making is yes, the statement is idiotic, it's completely wrong. I mean, you just offended 99% of the world population that you're telling me there's no way I can live off $100 million. That means you're not living a stewardess lifestyle. You're not living within your means. I guess the conversation I was trying to brew up was just looking at from the other side of the potential of them getting scammed and all these things going on. But whatever, it is what it is. But it was an idiotic comment, and yeah, hopefully hopefully he got a little bit
Hopefully
of
he
money
learns.
in his bank account.
Hopefully he
So
learns, bro.
so listen, really quickly here, just want to give some going back to the NFL. Doesn't give us a full breakdown, but it says the Pro Football Hall of Fame selection committee comp, com, com, compares of 32 media members from each media market, including 2 from New York and Los Angeles, along with 17 alt large media members and 1 representative of Pro Football Writers of America. The Hall of Fame board of directors must review and approve the list of voters annually by majority vote. So they kind of give you a list of supposed voters here, and just skimming through it, I don't know half of these. mm, Almost, well, Tony Dungy supposedly is a part of that committee. So Tony Dungy, you got Bill Polian, uh, you got some. I mean, I probably only recognize 2 names on
I
here.
don't know, bro. You got to fire whoever didn't vote for Bill, bro. That's it. You got to fire
That's
him.
it. Call it a
That's
day.
it. Fire that, bro. Fire that.
But yeah, listen, leave a comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are about, the voting, the Pro Bowl. I mean, can you live off $100 million, or is it impossible to live
You
off
know,
100?
it's some would say that it's virtually impossible
It's impossible. You
to
can't.
live off 100 minutes. Some would
Right.
say, some would say. So let's see what you guys think out there.
Well,
All
listen,
right, Rick, what you got? What you got? Huh?
I think it leads right into my segment here. So if you can't live off $100 million, then that means you're gonna go rob a Taco Bell. So
All right, so this is Rick's new segment here. We're venturing off a little bit off of football. We're gonna Rick will introduce the segment here. But yeah, let us know what you think down
listen, I
below.
don't even know what we're gonna call it.
Let's go, baby.
Listen, it's crazy stuff that's going around in the world, and I think it fits perfectly, and it wasn't planned, and it goes perfectly. So I'm gonna read you a little news article, and I want you to tell me your thoughts. So the article is posted. It says, "Man sentenced to 4 years for attempting to rob a Taco Bell with a rock in Ocala."
With
A,
the Rock,
a
with
man
the
is
Rock
convicted
or a Rock.
with a rock. A
I
man
think about the
convicted of
Rock.
No, a man convicted of trying to rob a Taco Bell in Ocala,
No.
had to be Florida. Sorry to tell all my Florida folks. Using a rock, has been sentenced to 4 years in a state prison. Kararin Anderson Ford received a sentence on Thursday. Court records show that he's credited for six months, whatever the case may be. The incident happened in July of 2025, and it was recorded on body camera, later showed by Ocala police on social media. The footage show a K9 unit tracking Anderson from a Taco Bell near a trash bin, when a dog located him in the trash bin. According to the arrest affidavit, Anderson told police he was homeless and needed money, but he had $100 million, so he didn't need that much money. Uh, he admitted he tried to rob Taco Bell by climbing through a drive-through window while holding a rock and demanding cash from employees.
Holding a Rock. That's crazy, bro. Listen, man. Florida is. You're gonna get some wild and crazy ass stories over here, man. I don't know what that dude was on. Say he needed money. Man,
Right.
you know what?
Well, I listen. I'd rather him use a rock than to come in there with a gun and a knife.
No, that's fact. That's fact. That's fact. But you know what? Fuck the mind of a guy who's struggling with $100 million, right? Fuck that guy in his mind, right? Fuck him. What about this guy, right? All right. Should he have robbed the place? Obviously not. I'm not advocating robbing places. But I tell you what, though, if I was in dire needs to do anything illegal for my family, for whatever, right? And I just had no other option, right? Obviously, depending on the size of the crime. Like, I'm not gonna kill somebody. I'm not gonna, go, but I would commit a felony though. Hey, I would commit a felony, right? And if I had to go in, bro, like still baby formula, right? All right. So it leads me to a story that I heard, right? I don't know if you guys heard. There was a dude. He went to the store. He wrote a fake check. Oh no, he wrote a check. He knew it would bounce. He knew the check would bounce. But when you write a check, I guess they let you leave with the formula. I guess or with the product. I don't know how it works. I've never done that. But anyways, he did it. He did it because his baby had no formula. Apparently, this was his only option. He didn't know what else to do. At least he didn't steal it. At least he didn't try to steal it. I mean, I don't know. But some shit like that, I would probably do, bro. Like my baby doesn't have formula. Like no, that's not happening. So I have to find it, right? Now
Yeah.
I don't know his situation financially and what kind of world he lives in. I don't know any of that. I'm just saying about this specific crime that he committed. Come on, man. I
Yeah,
don't know how
listen,
you
man. When
I
it
don't
when
know
it
how you
comes to
don't.
stuff like that, yeah, listen. I mean, again, your baby has to eat. I mean, listen, he did what he had to do, and yeah, I just found this like hilarious that this is where we end up at sometimes, depending on the decisions we make in life, right? Where you end up robbing a Taco Bell with a rock. It's
Now
sad.
clearly that guy has made several bad decisions to come to this
Well,
position,
yeah,
right? You just don't, for the most part, you just don't end up on the street, right? You just don't come to this situation. You had to make wrong choices after wrong choices after wrong choices after wrong choices to end up in this position. So I'm not saying that he's a good guy by any means. I'm just saying what he did at that moment in time in his mindset, he had no choice. That's how desperate he was. Now, I don't know him as a guy. I don't know. I would lean more to not being a good guy because good guys, for the most part, usually don't end up in this kind of
but
situation.
let me ask you a question. What do you define a good girl? Who sets the standard,
Just,
and
just,
what's
just so you
good?
know, bro, just regular law-abiding citizen, bro. Do what you gotta do to not break the law. Like, don't break the law. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say yo, you got as long as you have a job or if you don't do drugs or like no, that's not a bad guy or a good guy. Doesn't Those things don't make you a good guy or a bad guy. Obviously, breaking the law and doing shit after shit. That doesn't make you that makes you a bad guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't make you a great guy for sure. But that type of shit, man.
Yeah, listen, man, you don't know what people are going through. Like you said,
That's what I'm saying.
you make
Yeah.
choices, and sometimes the choices you make, we have consequences that we have to. It's funny it's interesting you mentioned it because I was thinking of a quick story. There was a video out there that I watched a couple of days ago where there's this guy going around bonding people out, random strangers from
Mhm.
jail. And I don't know if it was true or not, but if it is, it was wild. So he bonds this old man out. It kind of just similar to, like in the sense of like an older man living on the street, homeless, got nothing going for himself. So the man comes out and he's like, "Man, who are you? Why you bailed me out?" He's like, "Man, I bailed you out. I thought you wanted to get." He's like, "Man,
A random dude.
yeah." That's what he does. They go out randomly bailing people out, and then when they're coming out, they videotape him like, "Hey, I just bonded you out." And
That's
this man's like,
crazy,
"Are you
bro.
crazy?" The man's like, "Are you crazy? I want to go back in. I had a bed. I was getting fed. I need to go back
Okay.
in there. Go tell them you messed up and get me back in there because I don't want to be out here," because he was homeless.
That's crazy.
So again, we all go through different things in life. I just found it interesting that man is gonna go out robbing a Taco Bell with a rock. But
Yeah,
listen, I
man, it's
call this
crazy.
segment is just going to be called "The Crazy World We Live In." Hey, I just came
Random
up with that.
shit.
The crazy
Random
world we
shit.
live in. The crazy
Random
world we
shit.
live in. Just random
Hey, all
stuff,
right,
right?
all right. We got about 10 minutes here. Here's what the next topic. What's the next story?
Oh, we got more. Okay,
I,
I mean,
I thought you had
I was
more.
gonna hit you. I thought we were just doing one
No, we're
story,
doing
but
random shit.
uh,
Worst moments of your
uh,
life. I don't know what the hell you want to call it.
uh, 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 let me see if I can find another one. Uh, Big Brother's keeping track of.
Hey, what do you guys think? Heads or tails? Heads or tails down in the comments.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
thinking
Listen.
heads. I'm thinking
Listen.
heads.
Okay. Woman found dead in a freezer in a Miami Dollar Tree store. Have you heard about
Damn.
this?
Nah.
Did you? So yeah,
Miami.
I saw this news
Shit.
came out.
That's way
Huh?
too close to home. That's way too
It
close to
was.
home.
It was on 968 Calle Ocho on South 8th Street. So
I ate at Calle Ocho, bro. I ate rabo encendido.
rabo encendido,
Bro, that
compadre.
shit is basically oxtails. I didn't even know that.
Rabo
Bro,
encendido, isn't that like a Peruvian? Isn't that Peruvian food?
nah,
Rabo
it was
encendido.
Cuban. It
Oh,
was
it's Cuban
Cuban.
stuff.
We was on
Sorry.
Calle Ocho.
Okay, you was on Calle Ocho. Damn.
Yeah, we
Sorry,
were
I
Calle
forgot.
Ocho, bro. And then Crystal and I, the wifey, we went out there and went to a nice little spot, man. Dope. It was like loungy, restauranty. It was dark, man. It was dope. We sat at the bar, and bro, I was already pretty tipsy. I was like, yo, get me whatever you want, what's the best shit you got, give it to me, and then give me a beer along with it. He gave me that shit. I'm like, well, what am I eating? This is so fire. He said, rabo encendido. It's basically oxtail, like I said. And
Oxtail be tasting good. You
no,
never
it was
tasted oxtail
fire,
before?
bro. It was fire. Oh my god, it was so good. The beer he gave me was delicious. Crystal had I think ropa vieja or some shit. She usually has that a lot. She usually has that a lot. And
Just the comment.
no, but
She's simple. Crystal just simple.
yeah,
Simple.
simple, but yo, expensive. Oh my god, I think we spent like $300, bro, on like that and
What?
like 2 drinks. And then I gave some drinks. I you know what we met a couple that were next to it, and I bought them a few drinks. Point is, that shit was expensive as hell, and that was just like the beginning. That was the beginning of the night, because that night we had like a little date night. We were gonna go gambling. We were gonna hit up a few spots, and that was the beginning of the night, bro. I'm like, holy shit, I'm already down $300.
Down $300. No, what? Funny you mentioned that because oxtail is actually pretty expensive, man. It
No,
used to
yeah,
be
it
like
is. Yeah, it is. I
it
told
was a
my
poor
mom.
man's food. It was created
Right.
as a poor man's food
Yeah,
because you're literally cutting a tail off
the
of
tail. Yeah,
of the
yeah.
tail, and now it becomes one of the most
Yo,
a delicacy.
when I found out what it was, I'm like, yo, that's kind of gross, bro. I'm eating a
It's
tail,
like eating pig feet. It's like
like
eating
a
pig feet and
tail, bro,
chicken feet.
like a tail. But anyways, nah, she's fire. It was fire. So I asked my mom, right? Like, I'm like, oh, do you know what this is? Like, yeah, she makes it all the time. I'm like, damn, y'all got money, man. Shit, that was expensive. Because she was like, oh, I'm like, I want you to make it for me. And she was like, I got like 4 pieces. I'm like, all right, I'll buy more, right? Whatever. I'm like, how much is a pack? She's like $40.
Yep, it's expensive.
Like, damn.
No wonder
Them
your
is
bill came to
expensive, guys.
$300.
We're not sponsored by Price Picks and all you guys out there.
Yeah, forget them. Listen,
hit them up.
So, a woman later identified as 32-year-old Miseli Sanchez. According to investigators, surveillance footage shows she entered the store alone the night before her body was found. She did not make any purchases and was not employed by the store. Police believe Sanchez gained access to a restricted area of the store where the freezer is located. She was found dead in the freezer the following morning by staff. Officials have ruled out foul play, saying there's no indication that she was forced into the freezer.
So what the
Sanchez
hell? She
originally,
went to sleep in the freezer?
well, she's originally from Nicaragua and was an anesthesiologist. So she was a professional, a mother of 2. A GoFundMe page has been set up for the family. Detectives remain on the scene for several hours. Blah
There's
blah
definitely
blah.
foul play there. There's definitely some foul play there, bro. That
Hold
don't
on.
make no sense.
So police said the death is currently classified as unclassified and continues to examine whether mental health factors may have played a role. Despite an ongoing investigation, officials reiterated that there was no signs of struggle or forced entry into the freezer. Can she have been like on maybe some sort of like some drugs or something?
Nah, bro.
She
I don't
might
give
have
a shit
been
what you want. I
on
don't give a shit.
something.
You're not gonna. I don't give a shit what you want, bro. You're not gonna go inside of a freezer and then just chill there. Like, all right. Let's say you are on some shit, right? Let's say you are on some shit, right? And you go inside the freezer, right? Because you on some shit. You telling me like you're not gonna be cold immediately and like I'm out of here? Like, are you fucking you think your instincts are gonna take over? Or you just gonna fall asleep and just fucking die? Nah, hell no, man.
This marks the third confirmed instance in the U.S. that a person is found dead in a freezer through details. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what drugs out there, like what kind of stuff people could be on.
We got that. What do you call that shit? The dudes was eating people's faces. We got that.
Oh, remember that was that cave that
we got that flocka, bro. We got that flocka down here.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
flocka.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know.
I'm gonna go hard in the paint.
I mean, yeah. Listen, it's sus, but I mean, cameras are there, right? So unless
I mean,
somebody
something has to
walked,
happen.
I mean, but yeah, this happened back in I think December of last year. So yeah, I'm curious to find out like what ended up happening. But yeah, it just shows you, man, that wild stuff, man. Wild stuff is out there. Stuff happens every day, and that's what we call this segment here. I mean, the crazy stuff that goes on in the world, man. We just never know. We don't know what's
All right,
happening. But
we're gonna have to shorten that segment down because that's like long as shit.
all right, we'll figure it out. Listen, this is just listen, guys. We're trying to
This,
bring you
this,
guys,
this is a little trial run right here. This is a little trial run to give you
and I like it. I like it. I
to
think this
give
is
you
fun. I think this is fun.
this was to give you guys a little piece of other like outside of just football, our personalities outside of football, and we hope to continue this after the Super Bowl. Just tell us if you like it, tell us if you hate it, tell us what topics you would like to hear about. It could be from A to Z. We'll talk about it. It doesn't matter. But with that being said, man, we got one more week to the Super Bowl. We're gonna hit you guys up with all the amazing props, all the prop bets we're gonna put down. Sneak peek, I think we take in. You'll find out next Friday. With that being said, Bell Rick, what you got for me? Take us out.
Hey, listen, like Jose said, man, we appreciate you guys. We want to stick around. Let us know what you want to hear from us. We're here to provide entertainment, talk to you guys, life, football, faith, whatever you want to chat about. We're
Like and
here.
subscribe. Like and
But like and
subscribe.
subscribe. And I'm your boy Bear Down Rick alongside my co-host, the producer, and we're One Leg Loose Podcast, and we're out.
Peace.